Hello, everyone. My name is Kat. Okay, the representative for Sansiri because my Kun Praya, my boss, she is very busy today. So I would like to welcome you all to Flow by Sansiri webinar. And I think it is a very good location next to Icon Siam and Kingston. He will show you all the details about this. It's a very good project. And if you are interested in, buying this project, you can talk to your agent.
So, okay, hi everyone. Yeah, let me thank you for Kat for doing the quick introduction. So let me quickly start now. So basically today this presentation I'll be talking about this project of Sansiri. It's called Flow by Sansiri. Very interesting location. It's actually very close to the largest shopping mall in Bangkok, which is Icon Siam. We're just 3 minutes away. The starting price is 88,000 US dollar. All right. So just quickly introducing myself. As a guest speaker, basically I'm actually a Malaysian, and I lived here in Hong Kong for more than 20 years. I've been traveling back and forth Hong Kong and Thailand for past 10 years. Used to be an investment banker at Morgan Stanley, and now I've been running these real estate companies for the past 10 years. Okay. Now, in terms of the developer, Sansiri is a very strong developer from Thailand. It's actually a listed company in the main board of the stock exchange of Thailand. Sansiri has actually been in partnership with some big companies such as BTS in the past, with Tokyo as well. So they actually win a lot of awards. Right, every year they actually win awards. This is the different kind of like segmentation of condominium brands of Sansiri. So the highest one would be 98 Wireless, and then you can see all the different brands. So this is our project where Flow by Sansiri is. If you guys are familiar with Bangkok, perhaps you know that the most expensive project, the most well-known project is 98 Wireless. This is definitely by far the masterpiece of Sansiri, which is along this wireless road at Plunchit. So this project is designed by Ralph Lauren. It's already completed, and a lot of very wealthy people actually lives here. So this shows you in terms of the quality that Sansiri can deliver to investors. Now, Sansiri also owns a subsidiary called Plus, which offers property leasing and property management services, especially for foreigners. This is actually very important to actually have somebody like Sansiri and their subsidiary Plus to actually give you these full service, all right? So in today's presentation, will be in these three parts. First of all, I'm going to talk a bit, giving you a bit of update about what's happening in Bangkok in terms of the real estate market. And then we're going to talk about the housing law in Thailand. And then finally, we're going to present the project to you. It's called Flow by Sansiri. All right. Now, in terms of Thailand, so it's a country of 72 million population, and Bangkok is over here is the capital city. We have about 10.7 million population. It's actually a huge population because it's actually more than even London, right? London is currently around 8.5 million. So that's why with such a huge population, demand and supply imbalance, we see actually property prices going up. Now, in terms of the main industry of Thailand, these are the three key main industries. Of course, we have manufacturing, tourism, and agricultural. So for today's presentation, I'm just going to be focusing on manufacturing and tourism. Just to give you an update about the manufacturing industry, it's actually doing very well here in Bangkok, in Thailand. A lot of these big, especially Japanese companies, they're actually over here in Bangkok, having their regional headquarters. Even like for Chinese companies like BYD, which is a EV electric car maker from China, they're actually opening up in Thailand, and Tesla is talking about opening up in Thailand as well, and so as Huawei choosing Thailand or Bangkok as a regional headquarters. So with all these big companies, that's why you see the despite COVID-19, of course COVID-19 affected the tourism industry, but in terms of the manufacturing, it does not actually impact them too much. Now, when it comes to tourism, I think this is where, of course, not just Thailand, but the whole world in terms of tourism industry has been badly affected because of COVID-19. Now, in the case of Thailand, the best time was actually in 2019, where they had about close to 40 million of international tourist arrival. Then, of course, after that, with COVID-19, it actually dropped a lot from there on, right? Now, in terms of what really happened last year, so the Thai government reopened its border to allow foreigners to actually start coming back. So actually, that actually helps a lot in terms of the tourism industry. Things start to get much better. So here, basically, as you can see, my laser pointer. Okay, here, 2019, that was actually the best time. It was about 40 million tourist arrival. 2020 was pretty bad. 2021, hardly anybody goes to Thailand, but things start to improve from last year onwards. So we think that the full recovery of the Thailand tourism industry will be sometime end of this year or early next year, especially with China just open up again early this year. I think that's going to be helping a lot to the tourism industry in Thailand. Now, with that recovery of the tourism industry, that's definitely going to be a big boost to the Thai economy. And now, if you guys, if you're traveling to Thailand, to Bangkok for holiday, you might want to book your hotel earlier or buy your air tickets quicker, because it does get really expensive and book out very fast nowadays because a lot of people are getting back. Okay. Now, in terms of the economy, the GDP growth for Thailand for last year, it was around 3.5%, and the forecast for this year is going to be at around 4.5. So on that front, you can see that it's going to be doing pretty well. Now, the Thai government has been pretty proactive and creative, coming out with a lot of plans. So they actually came up with this Thailand permanent residency program, a long-term residence program, to actually attract investors from foreign markets to come back to Thailand. So there are actually a lot of benefits for the holder of this Thailand PR program. So the first benefit will be basically, first of all, this is a 10-year renewable multiple entry visa. So you actually get it, a visa on your passport. You get to renew that, not just for yourself, but for your entire family. Number two, you can actually work in Thailand as well, because nowadays, when you have a Thai company operating in Thailand or any foreign companies operating in Thailand, everybody follow the same rule. If you want to hire a foreign expat, first of all, you need to hire 4 local Thai, 4:1 ratio. But if you're a holder of this LTR program, you are actually being exempted from actually these rules. So you can actually easily get a job in Thailand. Number three, the benefit will be low income tax. You just need to pay 70% on your income, on the income that you earn in Thailand, not on your overseas income. And the next one will be actually you can basically bring your entire family, which includes your spouse and any children below the age of 20. And what I really like the most is actually the being able to use the fast track at the immigration, because nowadays so many tourists coming back, so the airport is very crowded. So if you are, unless a business class holder, ticket holder, or a first class ticket holder, or an iPad card holder, you get to use the fast track, but otherwise you can't. So while if you are a holder of the long-term residence permit, you can get to use the fast track as well. So what does it take to actually get this long-term residence permit? There are actually a few ways to do it. One of the ways will be to actually invest into real estate. So all you need to do is invest up to $500,000 of US dollar into not just one property. It can be a few properties added together, more than $500,000 US. You can actually, you're qualified to apply for the long-term residence permit. Now, the government has actually specified that, they try to, the target is to attract 1 million of high net worth individuals. And I think this is going to be very, very positive for the market, because you're going to see a lot of wealthy individuals coming to Thailand, and that's going to be a big boost to the real estate market as well. Now, apart from that long-term residence permit, there are actually a lot of other alternatives as well. So the first alternative will be the Thailand retirement visa. So this is actually quite straightforward. It's been there for a long time. All you need to do is basically make sure that you're above age of 50 and you have certain amount of money in your bank account in your home country, which is equivalent to, let's say, 800,000 Thai baht. Then you can actually retire in Thailand, right? You get a 1-year permit and you can renew that every year. So you can actually bring your spouse, as long as you are above 50 years old as the main applicant. If your spouse is 18-year-old, it's fine as well. Both of you can actually retire in Thailand, right? The second alternative will be through the Thailand Smart Visa program. This is basically for skilled labor. So if you are basically an engineer, a doctor, for example, you can actually apply under this program. The third alternative will be the Thailand Elite program, which is a VIP program. So you actually have to pay money to do it, and you are being treated as a VIP. So when you land at the Suvarnabhumi airport, when you get off the airport, there will be a buggy waiting for you. The buggy will bring you through immigration, the fast track. You don't have to queue. You get off. You actually basically they'll help you with your luggage. When you get outside, there'll be a limousine waiting for you to bring you to the hotel, right? So you're being treated like the king here. So this is actually another program. So as you can see, basically lots of all these programs, and Thailand is trying to attract all the foreigners and investors to come back here. In fact, something that's worth pointing out is that the Thailand people are actually trying to lobby the government to legalize gambling and to have up to 5 casinos in Thailand. Thailand. So this has not been approved yet. So hopefully one day it gets approved, because I think with the casino, it's going to really transform, push up the property prices, because we have seen that happen in Singapore before and after casinos. I think similarly it will happen here in Thailand, so in Bangkok, right? So even before the casino, as you can see, the land price has been going up steadily over the years because of demand and supply issue. Now, our project, if you look at the pricing here, we are about 120,000 Thai baht per square meter. But if you look at the average of the market, places like Sukhumvit, for example, is close to about 270 to even more than 300,000 Thai baht per square meter for some projects. So we are basically almost like 1/3 of the price. So we are over here. So this is actually really attractive. So the investments upside potential for our project is actually pretty huge. Now, let me talk a bit about the Thailand condominium law. This is just to let you know how it actually works here in Thailand. So basically for condominium, they actually work on a foreign quota basis, which is a 49% of a foreign quota. So basically, to make it easy for you to understand, if you have a condominium tower with 100 units and every unit is of the same size, so collectively for us as investors, foreign investors, we can buy up to 49 units of these condominium units. And when you own 49%, one of the unit under this foreign quota, that unit will be a freehold title unit for you. So that means in the future, you can resell to whoever you want to. You can resell to a foreigner, or you can say resell to a Thai, local Thai as well, right? So the project that we're offering you today, FLO by Sansiri, is actually, we're offering the foreign quota. So you will be able to get the freehold title. Now, one of the advice that I would like to give investors would be, basically when you are buying property in Thailand, it's very important that you actually pay the developer in foreign currency and not in the local currency, Thai baht. The reason is because if you do not do that, upon completion and handover of the property, you basically, first of all, if you do not do that, you do not get a document called the FET, which is the Foreign Exchange Transaction Certificate. So without the FET, upon handover of the property and the property get handed over to you, you can't actually get the title deed of the property. So that's why it's very important for you to get the FET certificates. And the only way to get it is that you have to pay the developer in foreign currencies. So that's actually pretty important. Now, when you look at Bangkok, one of the biggest infrastructure project is actually, of course, the expansion of the rail network, the Bangkok BTS and MRT. So on the left-hand side, you can see the current network, which is not that important, that big yet, right? They're developed, but in the future, it's going to be really developed. It almost feels and look like London, right? So by then, of course, prices will be too high. Now, one of the latest line that's been added is actually the Go line, the Go BTS line, which started during COVID, completed and launched around year 2020. Our project is actually going to be quite close to one of the station, which is Klong San Station, right? So this Go line was launched in 2020, and actually it passed through this station called Charoen, which is the station for Icon Siam. That's the largest shopping center in Bangkok today. So now this is basically the BTS Silom line. So you can get off at Krong Thuburi and then you change to the Go line. So our project is actually pretty close to this station here. So this is where our project is located at. The closest station for us is actually Klong San Station, right? So in terms of where we are located, this is the exact location of our project. And our project is actually very close to the river, the Chao Phraya River. Hence, we do have units facing the river. So very good view of the river, right? So now this is the project location, and this is Icon Siam, which is currently the largest shopping center in Bangkok. Not just Bangkok, in fact, in Thailand. This is the biggest mall in Thailand, bigger than Siam Paragon. It's over here at this station, Charoen. So we are very close to take the BTS. It's a 5 minutes walk to the BTS station, and then it's one station away. Or if you want to walk from our project location, our project site to Icon Siam, it is just a 10 minutes walk, right? So it's a really good location. So this is where our project is located at. We have a lot of amenities surrounding us. Now, in terms of shopping, right, so we do have Long 1919, which is about 8 minutes walk from our project. This is actually a new shopping destination. It's going to be delivered by Ritz-Carlton. And then Icon Siam, like I said, currently the biggest mall in Bangkok. This is how Icon Siam looks like. So it's already completed. And this is the first phase of Icon Siam. It's a one station away. So this is actually one of the biggest selling point of our project. This mall is huge. This is actually, if you have never been to Icon Siam, you have have to visit this mall when you're in Bangkok. This is actually very, very impressive. All the luxury brands, they even sell all these cars, branded goods. Apple, the first Apple store is actually here in Icon Siam. So you name it, all these big brands, they're all here, right? So for us, it's very close by. And in the basement, there's actually a huge food court here as well. So that's why for us, we don't have to worry about not being able to find good food. Now, there's a best cinema in town, which is this Icon Cineconic. Basically, over here in Icon Siam, you have one of these really nice luxury cinema. So so that's why it's all about enjoyment here. Now, riverside dining, because we are next to the river. Actually, this photo is actually taken from one of the restaurants in Icon Siam, overlooking to Sathorn. This is actually the CBD of Bangkok. This is known as the Mahanakon building. So this is the financial district, the Canary Wharf, okay, of Bangkok. So we are just on the other side of the river. So when you dine in Icon Siam, of course, you get a very nice river view and the Sathorn view as well. And then on the ground floor, next to the river at Icon Siam, we have a lot of these interesting things like the water show that happens every evening. People celebrate Chinese New Year here, the Christmas celebration, and countdown. So when you're talking about countdown in Thailand, of course, in Bangkok, this is the best countdown place. Everybody comes here because you have the river, you get the fireworks, right? So I've been here for myself. I, honestly, very, very impressed with the quality of the fireworks here, right? So Miss Universe was actually hosted here at Icon Siam, and in fact, the phase 2 of Icon Siam has just recently opened as well. So this is all very close to our project. Now, in terms of tourist spots, we do have the night market very close to us, 2 minutes away. The Princess Mother Memorial Park is 2 minutes drive. So we have a lot of these these temples. A lot of tourists like to come here. The Golden Buddha, for example, the Grand Palace is 5 minutes away. The walking street. So Chinatown, even just across the river, it's a 5 minutes drive. So it's very convenient if you're looking for Chinese food. The Thonburi Palace. So there's just so much to do, and all these street arts, for example, they are all close by, right? So it's a very nice place. And of course, Asiatic. This is actually quite nice. Asiatic, which is the other side of the river. So you can drive here 30 minutes. There's a very nice big Ferris wheel. Some of the restaurants were closed because of COVID, but now a lot of them have actually reopened. So it's very, very lively. I was just there a few weeks ago when I was in Bangkok. I was with my team. So they really enjoy the seafood here. And then you can actually get on one of these ferry, which is free. Take one of the boats, and then you can get over there very, very quickly in just 5 minutes, right? Now, talking about living around the river, it's all about the riverside lifestyle. So there are lots of things you can actually do. So you can get onto one of these boats and get around the river, right? So this is Asiatic. And in fact, talking about Asiatic, this year, there will be basically a Disneyland. It's a temporary pop-up Disneyland, which is going to be in Asiatic for this year and next year. So this is actually, it's already there. So if you guys have time, please pay a visit. It's quite interesting. Now, in terms of dining, our project is actually surrounded by a lot of restaurants. The one that I would highly recommend will be Ta Ding Dang Road, which is just 2 minutes drive away from the project, right? So this is where the location of the project is. This is over here, and this is Ta Ding Dang Road. So a lot of these local restaurants are just within 2 minutes walk. So here are some photos of some of these restaurants, the local restaurants over here. Like you can see Thai porridge, seafood restaurants, satay. So a lot of local cuisine that you can try here. So the locals, they love these places, right? And of course, if you want, wet market is here as well, the Jam Factory, or you can of course go over to Icon Siam, which is really close by. Like I told you, the basement has a huge food court, and of course there are lots of fine dining restaurants in Icon Siam as well. So, and then of course you are surrounded by a lot of these big hotels like Millennium Hotel, like you have this Peninsula, you have Four Seasons, for example. There are actually lots of good restaurants and cafes that you can try. Now, groceries, Tesco Lotus is 4 minutes walk. The Takashimaya supermarket at Icon Siam, it's very close to us. So this is all within easy reach, right? Now, education-wise, we have the Bangkok Christian College next close to us, Assumption Convent School and Shrewsbury, which is just next to the Four Seasons Hotel. So this is about 15 minutes drive from our project. Now, medical-wise, so a lot of good hospitals, the Summit Tivac, St. Louis, they're all close to us. BNH, which is in Sathorn, is just 20 minutes drive. Now, hotel, you might have already been to this riverside. You know some of these really good hotels like Mandarin Oriental, Peninsula, Shangri-La, they're all here. So I just want you to know that the location is actually pretty prime, right? Pretty good. Now, over here, you can see this is Sathorn. This is the main financial district, right, of Bangkok. So we are actually very close to it. For us, if you were to take the train, we are just 5 stations away to Chongnongsi Station, which is in Sathorn. So for people who actually work in Sathorn at the financial district, they might not want to live here because honestly, during the night time, it's actually pretty quiet and it's actually quite expensive as well. So most people prefer to live outside. So to cross the river, and it's a fraction of the price. That's why a lot of people rather invest here or actually rent a unit here. It's actually much cheaper. Even to the drive is just 10 minutes away. So this is Sathorn CBD. So this is how it looks like. This is the Mahanakon building, which is where you find some of the hotels, really interesting hotel like the Standard Hotel over here as well. And this is how Sathorn looks like. A lot of financial institutions over here, like say, for example, Standard Chartered, the banks, the asset management firms, the private equity firms, hedge funds, everybody is here, right? PwC, so Bank of China, Aberdeen, UOB. So that's where you find your tenants, okay? So all these big financial institutions with their workers working in Sathorn, these are basically your target tenants. Now, finally, let me go through the project with you. So FLO by Sansiri, it's a freehold development. We have basically one tower, 23 story, so total of 508 units, right? So we have basically simplex, 1 and 2 bedroom, and loft units. The loft units are very exciting, 4.8 meters ceiling height, right? I'll show you some images later. The estimated completion date of the project is going to be in 2025 in December. Estimated gross rental yield is 5%, all right? So we're starting price 88,000 US. In terms of per square meter, Thai baht, it's about 120,000 Thai baht per square meter. So this is our project. The building, the exterior of the building. So as you can see, Icon Siam is very close to us, all right? It's just 5 minutes away. So this is how our building would look like. We are going to have a very, very nice main garden over here, a relaxing home garden. This is the Sansiri backyard. We have a very nice resort style lobby. This is a creative art space. So as you can see, you know, it's very rare to be able to find a project like this in Bangkok where it gives you that kind of resort feel, right? This is what Sansiri is about, being able to deliver some really innovative and creative ideas. This is actually a outdoor co-working space on the 5th floor. So some of the units over here, you have your own basically entrance to the basically the co-working space, the outdoor co-working space. We have a really nice gym, the Sky Bar, and the Sky Infinity swimming pool as well, overlooking the Chao Phraya River. And then at the very top, you have a rooftop garden with seatings. So you can come here and you can actually enjoy the view, the river view. And of course, once a year, you get your fireworks. Actually, in fact, not once a year. They actually do fireworks so quite regularly over here. Any celebration, they do fireworks. So from here, from the rooftop, of course, you get to see the fireworks as well. So this is how the units will look like for the simplex, and this is the duplex units, right? So the sales gallery already completed on the site. This is the one of the show unit. It's a 1 bedroom, so it's around 24.5 square meter of net area. So this is how the show unit looks like. So you have the opportunity to come to Bangkok. You can visit this show unit over here. So as you can see, it's pretty good quality. So it's going to be delivered fully finished to you. The second show unit is actually a 1 bedroom. This is actually a loft unit, a very high ceiling. So on the lower floor is 29.3 square meter. On the upper floor is 14.5 square meter. So that's how the units look like, all right? So once again, if you have a chance to visit, please come and take a look. This is a very impressive project of Sansiri. All right, so this is on the upper floor. So, you have a bedroom on the upstairs here, and then this is the washroom. And the view is going to be amazing. This is actually, on high floors, you get the magnificent river view and Sathorn over here. This is the Banyan Tree residence over here. And this is Icon Siam. So this is actually one of the view as well. And of course, some of the units, you get the fireworks view. If you don't buy the units facing Icon Siam, you can actually buy a unit facing the river or another direction. direction, it does not matter. Everybody can go up to the rooftop and you get the fireworks as well. Okay. Now, in terms of buying property like this kind of loft in Thailand, the way it works is that the upper floor area is not included in the SPA. So you don't really have to pay maintenance fee on the upper floor area. So for our project, this loft, the ceiling height is going to be 4.8 meter. For our usual simplex unit is about 2.55 meter, right? So this project, the most impressive will of course be the loft unit, 4.8 meter. It's actually really high. The units will be delivered fully finished condition. So that includes your AC, your fridge, your microwave, digital door lock and stuff like that. The car park, we have sufficient car parks for everyone, so not to worry. We have 193 car parks, which is equivalent to around 38% of the total units. So as an investor, you do not need to buy the car park lots, or you not even need to rent the car park lots if you are a tenant here, because these car park actually it's going to be given to you for free. So every unit get one car park sticker, and you can park anywhere you want to as well. Now, if you want to get a mortgage, for you guys, if you are based in Hong Kong and you have a Hong Kong ID card, you can borrow from Kasikorn Bank. So K-Bank Hong Kong offers you mortgage of up to 60% loan to value and 10 years of tenor. And if you are other foreigners from other countries, any foreigners from any countries, you can actually go to UOB in Singapore to apply for the mortgage. You typically get up to 70% loan to value and up to 30 years of mortgage, right? So typically you apply for the mortgage about 3 months before completion of the project. So for this project, it's not still off plan, so it's still a bit too early to actually apply for the mortgage. If you want, we can connect you with a banker later on. Now, this is a project location. As I said, we are very close to Saton, so the tenant pool is actually very strong here. So to get our rental yield estimated at 5%, we are not too worried. So in terms of the price, the unit mix and pricing, this is how it looks like. For a one bed, the smallest one bed simplex is about 88,000 US. For a two bed simplex is about 170,000 US dollar. The loft, the one bed loft, starting price is 140,000 US. It goes all the way up to 275,000 for the two bed loft, right? So it's actually really attractive and affordable pricing. So if you find a unit that you like, the booking fee is going to be 100,000 Thai baht for one bed or 200,000 Thai baht for two bed. You can actually use your credit card. Now, in the next 7 days, you need to make a payment of 30% to the developer, and you can sign the sales and purchase agreement, the SPA, in your home country. So the entire buying process, you do not have to be in Thailand. It can be done from overseas, all right? So just make sure the payment you pay the developer is in overseas currencies, because that's to ensure you get the FET certificate. Now, upon handover, which is in December 2025, that's where you pay the balance 70% minus the booking fee that you paid earlier. Now, to go through the cost with you, the buying cost, which is a one-time buying cost, is actually a total of 1.4% of the purchase price. That consists of a transfer fee of 1% and a sinking fund of about 0.4% of the purchase price, which is around 500 Thai baht per square meter, a one-time payment. You will pay that cost, both costs, only at handover of the property. Now, the annual cost for this project is 55 baht per square meter per month. That works out to be about 0.5% of the purchase price. So if you get a gross yield of 5%, your net yield will be around 4.5%. Now, when you exit the investment in the future in Thailand, there is no capital gain tax. So the way it works in Thailand is pretty straightforward. If you hold the property for less than 5 years, you will need to pay the selling price of the property multiplied by 3.3%. If you hold the property for more than 5 years, then you just need to pay a stamp duty of 0.5%. So my advice to our investors is that if you do hand over the property, you should hold for at least 5 years, so you do not have to pay a lot of tax, right? So the taxes, on top of that, you have an income tax of 1 to 3% that you need to pay, depending on how long you hold the property for. Again, if you hold the property longer, you pay less. Right, so the cost is actually not that high. In fact, if you compare the transaction cost against a lot of the property transaction in Southeast Asia, this is in fact one of the lowest, right? If you want to resell the property before completion, you're allowed to, which is what we call flipping. The developer will charge you a 3,000 Thai baht admin fee to reassign the SPA to another buyer, right? So when the project sold out or when you reach closer to completion, you can actually resell at a higher price. So this is something that is doable, right? So now, the Sukhumvit living, right? This is something quite important, I think quite interesting, because whenever you talk about investing in Bangkok, right, the first thing that comes to mind is Sukhumvit. Everybody talk about Sukhumvit because that's where the Sukhumvit BTS line is. That's where you find all the shopping centers like Siam Paragon, like Terminal 21, you know, all these places like, you know, the Prompong area with the M district, they're all there along Sukhumvit. Everybody wants to be in Sukhumvit, right? But a lot of people do not know how Sukhumvit actually started. Sukhumvit started because of one shopping mall, because of Siam Paragon, right? This is actually a project of Siam Piwat, which is the owner of Siam Piwat is actually related to the owner of Sansiri. They actually from the same family, right? But they're different company, but the same family, right? But anyway, coming back to Siam Paragon, long ago, it was still under construction. It was actually finally opened in 2005. I still remember back then, prices actually, you know, was very, very low. Now, because of Siam Paragon, it actually transformed the entire Sukhumvit. Property prices becomes really expensive along Sukhumvit because of that Siam Paragon, and then from there on, because of the BTS line, so property prices start going up. So this is actually the game for the last 20 years. So for today, the Sukhumvit prices are very high. So for example, 380,000 or even higher per square meter, right? So now in terms of investment upside, honestly, I feel, you know, it's not so high anymore. For example, if you're investing in London, it's the same, right? If you go to Prime Zone 1, Chelsea, for example, it's too expensive. So if you want to invest, you want to capital gain, you don't go there, right? You go to some other places. So that's why, you know, for us, our project is actually close to the riverside. So I think this is actually where we see the real value. This is what I call the new Sukhumvit, right? Because honestly, if you think about it, I mean, we do, myself, I mean, I've been doing this in international properties for more than 10 years now. So whichever city you go, right, you go to London, you go to basically even Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, any properties along the river, even in Brisbane, right? So any properties along the river, typically they are more expensive than properties which are inland, right? But here is actually the other way around. So in Bangkok, it's quite weird because properties in Sukhumvit actually much more expensive than the riverside, right? So which is to me it just does not sound right, because riverside living is something unique, right? But just that because Siam Paragon started here and it wasn't here, that's how this whole thing ended. But now things is going to change, because now with the Icon Siam, this is already the biggest mall, just launched a few years ago during COVID, right? Year 2020. So this Icon Siam is what we call the new Sukhumvit. That's where everybody wants to be going forward. So if you want to invest in Bangkok, the next 20 years is not about finding projects in Sukhumvit. Finding projects in Sukhumvit is maybe just to protect your wealth. But if you want good investment that gives you good return, it will be in this riverside, because the price is still really attractive. Like our project, you know, by the river, like, you know, very close and to Icon Siam, just 120,000 per square meter. So when you compare to Sukhumvit, we are basically 3 times cheaper. So that's where I see the investment value. Anyway, let me wrap up my presentation by giving you 3 reasons why you should be doing these investments. Number 1 is because of our developer. Sansiri is one of the biggest developer in Bangkok. It's a listed developer. So, and Sansiri is really famous in the market for the quality of the project that they deliver. Number 2 is because the project location is 3 minutes away to Icon Siam, the largest mall in Bangkok, and it is the beginning of the next 20 years game in Bangkok, right? The next 20 years, it's all about investing close to the riverside. And number 3 is because what I just said, this is the main point here, all right? Now, just to give you the promotion items, for this project, we have actually had quite a lot of promotional items. The first one will be an early bird discount. A 1 bed gets you a 100,000 Thai baht discount. A 2 bed gets you a 200,000 Thai baht discount. It is actually quite a lot of money, because a 1 bed, the property price is around 3.3 million Thai baht, giving you a 100,000 Thai baht discount that is equivalent to around 3% of the purchase price. Promotion number 2 is the Sansiri family discount. If you are an existing Sansiri buyer, you own a property of Sansiri from previous purchase, you can get more discount. A 1 bed gets you another 10,000 discount. 2 bed gets you another 20,000 Thai baht discount. Number 3 is that you get to this free furniture package. So all the sofa, TV, and everything is going to be given to you, but there's going to be a limit of up to 50 clients. So you have to be quick. So so you might need to check with the salespeople whether you still have the quota for you, right? Number 4, the curtain is going to be provided. This is actually quite important, especially if you're buying the loft unit. 4.8 meter ceiling height, you're going to customize the curtain. It will not be cheap, right? So this is actually a very good promotion. Promotion number 5, you get get a 40-inch TV. Number 6, you get a fridge, you get a microwave, you get a water heater, you get mattress, bedding items, pillow, you get so many items. So it's crazy, right? So number 9, you can even get a 1-year property care service for free by Plus, which is a subsidiary of Sansiri. So you actually get somebody to manage for you for free for 1 year. So all these promotional items, we've done some calculation, it works out to be close to about 15% of the purchase price, which is quite a lot, because honestly, I mean, before COVID, I do not see these kind of deals, right? Now, because of COVID, I think, a lot of developers, of course, the whole market suffer, but now, market reopen, everybody trying to, attract foreigners, attract local investors, everybody to come back. So they have to get good deals. So this is something quite rare. So I would say, the price is already cheap. Now with that attractive discount, I see this is a very good opportunity for investors, right? For long-term investors. So for 88,000 is the price that you need to actually invest for the smallest unit, and the price per square meter is 120,000 Thai baht. It is very, very attractive. So we do have very, very limited foreign quota. If you guys are interested, you got to be quick, right? All right, that's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed the video, right? I'm sure you like it. So this project, it's very, very highly sought after in Bangkok now. This is one of the best project, if not the best project in Bangkok now, because of the location. Because at the river site, there are not that many projects nowadays, and this is actually quite attractive in terms of pricing, right? So anyway, so in case you guys are interested, please talk to your sales representatives, and I hope you manage to find a good units for your own investments. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.